I'm Gurpreet, educational psychologist from EDU TV. Today we have Mr. Paramjit Singh Ahluwalia. He's a director principal in Dunes International School, Abu Dhabi. He has completed his education from University of Mumbai. Mr. Ahluwalia exhibits exemplary leadership qualities for others to follow. He has a visionary personality and he ensures that everyone around him feels motivated. Mr. Ahluwalia believes in empowering his staff and students. Sir, as for the current scenario, students of grade 12 are in a big dilemma as what will be their future courses, how they should plan their career. Things are unpredictable right now. Please share your views on how the students can utilize this time to build some new skills that would help them in the future. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Gurpreet, for that elevated introduction. It's my pleasure to be here, and I assume whatever we converse over here will be fruitful for the children, for the parents, whoever is listening to us. So thank you once again. Well, when the corona struck the world, it did not just affect our health, it affected our jobs as well. While no one knows what exactly the future holds for the world job market, but it's safe to say that there are some careers which will be preserved and some others will even flourish in the years to come. According to me, I have listed about 8 careers that I feel will flourish. The topmost amongst them is definitely education. Not because I'm in that field, yes, but there are education which is required every time, everywhere. Some of the top degrees for the future will certainly be education, devoted teachers who are here to guide the students as they struggle to work through the chaos this pandemic has caused. No matter how our economy fares in the future, kids will always need good education. So yes, definitely, education is one career which will flourish in the near future. The next one is psychologist. One of the biggest degree to pursue in the wake of this pandemic will be psychology. This pandemic has taught us many things. It has unfolded the need of psychologists in and around the place where we stay. Due to this pandemic, we are unable to hold our successes, to control our successes, to share our successes, to handle the failures. Sorry to use the word failures. I normally do not call it failure. I call it as a gap between the achievement and the self-expectation. So how to handle that? That is the disaster that people cannot handle. And there comes the psychologist to handle that, to help us. The third is the biological technicians. I think it goes unsaid that this is one of the top ranking professions that we are looking forward for. The many questions posed by the coronavirus pandemic will take many years and many minds to answer, and biotechnicians are crucial in this process. The next career will, of course, be the supply chain management. The supply chain management has been affected very badly during this pandemic. When considering some of the best degrees for the future, competent supply chain managers will be crucial in keeping such a breakdown from happening again. The next career, according to me, would be, of course, the frontline workers. I will call them as the physician assistant. due to the high part of the aging baby boomer population, the demand for physician assistance is highly increasing. The need for these professions can increase more because these are the people who come forward even more than the doctors. They are the ones who are handling the patients, and they are the ones who will be in greater demand. Next, of course, the software developers who have come to our rescue during this pandemic. Nobody even expected that software will be such a handy tool for all of us to get connected. We did not think of getting connected, Delhi with Abu Dhabi, not knowing each other. It was only through Google that we got connected, and thanks to the software. And I'm sure this software developers will, the career in software development will always bloom. The next two careers which I would like to speak is one about the social worker. Social worker, unfortunately, issues like child abuse, drug addiction, terminal illness won't go away once the coronavirus wanes. These are the kinds of problems social workers are good at solving. And so the career in social work will go a long way. And of course, the next one would be again the nurses, the male nurse, the female nurses. Yes, that we can club along with the frontline workers. So these are the few careers which will flourish even after the pandemic is over. There are some tips I would like to give it to the teachers. Education is no longer about teaching students something alone. It is more important to be teaching them to develop a reliable compass and navigating tools to find their own way in the world that is increasingly complex, volatile, and uncertain. Our imagination, awareness, knowledge, skills, and most important, our common values, intellect, moral maturity, and sense of responsibility is what will guide us for the world to become a better place. So teachers, more than academics, it is the values that we need to focus on. When it comes to students, the message for students is start with 4 things daily. The first thing is read. Read at least 1 page a day other than your normal textbook. You need to develop this habit in case you have not yet developed. I assume you are in grade 12. I'm talking more to grade 12 students. But this habit of reading should be developed right from early age. I would say even from kindergarten. Read, read, read. When you read, you're reading not just to acquire knowledge, you're reading to reflect, you're reading to learn. Just 1 page is also more than enough. After reading, the next thing what I expect each and every child to do is just one good deed per day, one good action per day. It could just be exchanging a smile with a person who has a frowning face. It could just be wishing good morning to your grandparents at home, to your parents at home, to your siblings at home, to anybody at workplace in case some parents are listening to me. So just one good deed, no matter how big or small it is, you do not judge for yourself your deed is good or big or small. One good deed per day is a must. The third and the fourth thing I would like to say is a combination of the two, reflection and writing. You need to reflect before you retire for the day, before you go to sleep. Reflect on what you have read. Write down whatever you could recollect from your reading. Write down what good deed you have done. Reflect on what went very good in your life today. What things you could have done in a slightly different manner. Reflect on that. Write it down. Writing will make your thinking process much more better. It will organize your thinking process. You will increase your vocabulary. You will develop more reading habits. And I'm sure, being a psychologist yourself, you will agree with me that there is no replacement, there is no substitute for reading. Reading with a purpose. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. It was pleasure talking to you, and you have brought up very amazing points. As what I also tell everyone is the self introspection, which is very important. And I think this time has made everyone to introspect themselves, to think about themselves. We keep on thinking about the outer world, but because we had time and we actually focus on our own self as well in this time. And thank you so much for bringing up a great list of courses. And I'm sure our students will get a really good help from this. It was nice talking to you, sir. It was great. It was a pleasure having you here and connecting with the Dunes International School. I would say all the best to all your Dunes International School students, the grade 12 students, and the grade 11 students as well. And I would like to thank all the teachers of Dunes International School who must be doing a great job. Every teacher right now is doing their best, I would say. They are the pillars of the school.
Thank you. Thank you very much once again. And wishing everyone a safe journey ahead in life. Stay healthy, stay safe. God bless each one of you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.